last time you guys saw us, we reviewed or reacted to a couple different artists. We chose 3 of them to cover. Johhny Billz, Blake Parker, and Armani White were the 3 artists we chose. So we're gonna get into that right now, man. Start breaking down these artists and talking about them and what we thought of them. I think we'll start with Mr. Billz, my boy Johhny. We reacted to Revival by him. So I'm gonna let you two go first because you're more new to his music than I am.
Yes.
I've been a Johhny fan since I met him, really. So I'll let you guys go in first and let me know what you think.
Okay.
Well, Bobby, you're a little more articulate and you say things better than me, so I'm gonna just quickly say some things and I'll have you dive in deep.
All right.
But one thing is definitely Johnny is catchy, right? No matter what he does is catchy. He has different types of music out there, like Revival. Sometimes he has more hard stuff, and then he has some stuff I would say for the ladies, if you know what I mean, right? Something that ladies would like. So maybe that's not my cup of tea. Like when Drake came out talking about the lady type of music, that wasn't my vibe. But everything he has sounds good. Like I was thinking, I would see him like perform live, especially because he's around here and whatnot. I definitely would like pay to see him. But go ahead.
He is actually doing a show May 22nd at Gravity Nightclub. It's called the Atomic Bash. There's gonna be a bunch of local artists there in not did I say Main Gate? No. Did I say Main Gate? Oh man. I think it's at Main Gate. No, Gravity Nightclub.
Gravity
Sorry.
Nightclub.
Gravity Nightclub.
I was gonna say I think you said Gravity.
Yeah, Gravity. Yeah. Got him confused. He's gonna be doing a show. It's called Atomic Bash. Johhny Billz will be one of the like 8 artists I think who are on the card. A lot of local guys. So go check him out if you're in the area.
Pretty cool. Nice shout out there.
Yeah, nice shout.
But yeah, definitely, of course, the thing we're going to say about all artists that we reviewed who doesn't have a lot of music out is we want more music, right? We want to hear him come out with the album or whatever the case may be, which I think you said maybe he is because he just dropped that one single. So yeah, I'm excited to see what comes out. He can rap, he can sing. I think his auto-tune, whatever he does, sounds good. So I think, he's a pretty complete artist. I like my experience, and especially for someone nearby, you never expect someone nearby to be like fire, but I think he's really good. I was impressed.
Yeah. Yeah, he is what I would like to say bar spitter. You can tell he's got, he can hit you up with the bang bang boom. He's got lyrics. He's got that, and a talented singer. What I liked was he's a throwback, and he's a throwback to doing remixes, like mixtape style versions of songs. Back in the day, you want to get yourself put on, you want to be heard, you want to be known. You remix, you make somebody's song your song.
Yeah.
You like, oh, all right, theirs is dope, but listen to this. I can do that.
You're talking about his tracks on SoundCloud, right?
Yes.
Where it was like freestyles over like
Yeah. So those were dope because it took me back to what I used to do. If I listened to a Clue tape, you would hear like up and coming artists, but they would be on somebody else's instrumental, and you'd be like, "Yo, who's that?" Like, he's killing it, and that's what he does. He does that stuff. That's to me, that was nice. I like hearing that, and so that I like. I said, and the other thing I said, I would like to hear his more of his own music, to display.
Yeah, he doesn't have a ton of music out right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have a ton. I picked. I have my favorite songs. We'll go through that once Troy,
runs through the whole list. Per usual.
Yeah, I mean, because I would hate to do, because he doesn't have a big selection. But that type of stuff, like for me, growing up in the '90s, listening to that, that kind of music and the mixtape era, that's the type of stuff he's doing. I like that. That's dope. It's throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys hit it. Nailed the head for a lot of stuff you said. I agree for the most part. I first met Johhny a few years ago. And when I first met him, he was becoming a dad. His son was about to be born at the time. I think the first time I actually met him, the first time I met him was at a party, and his son was born that night. But he had kind of taken a break from music at that time, and he was putting me on some of his older shit. I think for me personally, when I hear some of his older stuff compared to now, he's much better now, much more polished.
Yeah.
And you're right, his shit sounds good because he doesn't just put out anything that has like bad quality. Like he's gonna make sure it's mixed and everything sounds really good. You know what I mean? Like it sounds high quality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which could be a reason why he doesn't throw out so many songs because he's probably meticulous about it.
Yeah.
And I've been around it when we're just vibing, you know what I mean, chilling. He's like kind of going through that motion of making music. Like he's like, I've been with him before he's playing the beat. Like, yeah, I have an idea for it. And he'll just have an idea and like hum like a pitch or a tone he wants to kind of hit. And then he'll just formulate, like he forms his sound first, and then he'll go and do the lyrics and stuff like that for afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, melodic singing and rapping. His voice is good.
Yep.
Like he does auto-tune shit a little bit, but I think he has a good enough voice
that he don't need it.
Yeah, he doesn't really need it. I heard him sing like a little bit. You know what I mean, in person, like he has a good voice, and I think the auto-tune just kind of helps him hit those pitches a little bit. Good at hooks, man. You're catchy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, all of his hooks are good, man. You know, they're easy to sing along to and vibe with, and he has bars. You know, I think my favorite song by him is Revival. Maybe because he knows, because he'll send me some stuff that's unreleased, and he'll be like, yo, this one's for you, because he knows I like the bar stuff.
Yeah.
So he'll send me shit was more rapping on it, rapping on it, because I like bars, and he knows I like that kind of stuff. And I think when he's in that pocket, I really fuck with his music. But you're right, he does have a lot more like, I don't want to say radio type shit, but there are like radio type songs, like for to play in the club or play in the car, or women are gonna play it too, like, you know, On My Mind and Come Through, which was it's blowing up for him.
Like
Come
that.
Through is such a good song.
He has
Him
some
and
Spanish in there.
yes, and the duo is called, I believe, pronounced Sin Limite.
Yep.
That's it's blowing up for them too, man.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for him that it's blowing up, because it's like the first song is getting like
That's
actual
one of the
traction.
songs I picked on there. I like that
That's
song
a
lot.
good. That's gonna be my cookout playlist.
All right.
It's gonna be every summertime playlist, probably, for, you know, it's a good song. It's a good bop, man.
Dope song.
I'm a fan, and Johhny knows I'm a fan, so I'm not even gonna sit here and like go on and on and on and on and on. I do have nitpicks, and they are just that. They're nitpicks. They're personal things, not really even him as an artist, because I do believe that he can make a catchy bop song like with his eyes closed. I think he can do that shit sleeping. I think he can make that kind of like upbeat boppy song like that, that bop, without trying. I think he really can.
Revival proves it.
Well, I mean, I meant more like On My Mind, or something like You Got It off his Double Take project. Or I didn't write it down here, but the his first song he dropped last year, Gone Beat. I mean, it's just these very like bop songs. You know what I mean? He could do that easily. I feel like I want to see him push himself.
Yeah,
because I think he can rap. I want to hear more hungry shit. You hear a little bit. You hear a little bit on Pressure. That song Pressure.
Yes, one of my favorites.
Yep, mine too.
You hear that. You hear a little bit more of that hunger in him. On Pressure.
He has a nice wordplay in that song.
Yeah.
I want to hear more of that.
Yep.
Like Johhny, I know you can do. In some way, he probably has to try to get himself out there, and songs that are replay value, women love, because I see it. I see it on this. I follow him, so I know it, and he's going to continue to grow, and I just hope he continues to evolve. And this is person from Troy to Jonathan, the person I know, not you mean like push yourself. I believe in you 100%. I think you're talented. Push yourself. I want to see him do some storytelling, like talk about some shit, you know, talk about being a dad and being, you know, and the difficulties of that came with it, or in becoming a stepfather and all the things. He's a good guy. I like him. He's a friend of mine. And I would tell him if it was trash, but he's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's
like,
true.
You know what I mean? Like, he's good.
Yeah.
I just want to see him continue to push himself and grow and evolve, because again, he could do these bop songs easily.
Yeah.
I want to see him kind of push himself to become a more well-rounded artist.
Yeah.
That's my only nitpick.
Well, what I was saying about Revival, that it's easy for him to do that beat and everything is so dope, but he can just that fast make a banging track so quickly. You know it. So what you're saying, he has the skill right then and there to make. That's why you love that song so much.
Yeah.
The song is dope.
I mean,
I like Phantom City too.
Phantom City is dope too. Feels like a horror movie a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually an older song. I think
so too.
I think I'm not sure if the second verse is old too, but I definitely heard an early version of that song like 2 years ago, probably. Like he had it for a minute, and he was trying to do something with it, but he was, you know, again, he was trying to like kind of refigure his attack for music. I mean, he wanted to kind of like game plan it, and he's been on this attack, man. And I'm just happy for him to see it, formulating the way it is. Him and some guys in the Allentown area. He signed to this thing called Cruise Control Entertainment, CCE. They're like local kind of, and they're just nothing. I wish nothing but success and well wishes for all of them and him, especially, man. Just keep chasing it, keep going, keep growing. But you're right, man. I think he can do that stuff easily. He said, the Curious said, for every day he leaves work and hearing me bump a Revival in my car. That's true. When I mean, it made my top 5 songs played on Spotify last year, which that's tough to do when I openly dick ride J. Cole. So like, if you're the song made in my top 5, you're up there you're competing with Cudi and Drake and Cole and like. That's good to me.
It's a dope song.
It's a good song.
It's a very dope song.
I think to how you say you want to see him like more hungry and rap. Maybe he can do that. Maybe he does have songs like that. But maybe it's kind of like what you said. Maybe he wants to make these radio type songs because it's the smart thing to do. Maybe that's the easier way to get
blow up.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
But there's no doubt in my mind that he can do that, like you said. So
100%.
I would like to see
100%. Which is why I'm saying it. It's not even a nitpick at him as an artist. It's more a personal thing. I believe in him enough to the point where I'm like, I want to see you push yourself. I want to see you do some shit that I know, get introspective, tell us a story, like take us through a day of Johnny growing up, whatever it may be, something just, you know what I mean? Because hip hop, look, make the music you want to make. We say this all the time about artists here because, who was it who said, I think it was Johhny when we talked about him and about making songs that are, talk about things going on in society. And he goes, if you can and you want to, go ahead. But if you don't want to do that, don't.
Yeah.
Nobody should feel forced to make anything they want.
Yeah.
And that's very, very true. So if Johnny only wants to make the On My Minds and the You Got Us and the Come Throughs,
then
go ahead.
Fuck us.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're bops and they're good. So go ahead. But I know he can take it there.
Right.
And I want to see him take it there. I'm not saying give me a whole, he doesn't need to make a 4 year. He does not need to make a 4 years only for me. You know what I mean? But I just want to hear him like, I think he can do it. Yeah. And I would tell him that to his face because he knows I like his rappity shit more than sometimes his singing shit. But he's good. So I think either which lane he chooses, he'll be fine. It's a personal thing. I want to see him push himself. That's all.
Yeah.
And follow him on Instagram at Johhny Billz, Johhny_Billz maybe. It's pretty funny. He has some interesting stuff.
Yeah, his some of his reels and shit. He's an idiot. But it makes me laugh. But yeah, man, that was Johhny Billz.
You say he's like from Easton?
No, he's from Emmaus.
Okay.
Yeah, Emmaus. He did live in Easton for a little bit when it was but no, he's from Emmaus.
Gotcha.
You can go see him and visit Shangy's beer spot up there.
That's right. Beer heaven.
Beer heaven. We gotta go back up there for the slushies.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was crazy.
Listen
What kind of slushies?
Alcoholic slushies.
You can get like what you can get at like Weiss. Like, they have them.
Yeah,
there,
but you know
too.
what?
I've never been.
Shangy seems more like
Yeah.
appropriate for that.
Yeah.
Like they have them at Chubby's too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get alcohol.
Well-
I don't know what kind of alcohol they put in the shit at Chubby's. You know what I mean? What kind of bankers club shit they put in that? I'm not drinking that. No way. You know what I mean? Like
Malcolm's like, look at these fucking alcoholics on my fucking
you know what I mean?
podcast.
But, like
Because I'm thinking hooch. Right from the shop, bro.
so, but yeah, man. Anyways, go visit Johnny in Emmaus with some Shangies, man.
True.
Hit him up.
All right.
He actually owns a CBD store up there too.
Ah.
Really?
Yeah. When he's not rapping, he's selling CBD by day, rapping by night, man.
Nice. A real man of the
Rapping.
community.
Real rap.
Real rapping. Wait, did we do thumb?
Did we do that for artist reviews?
I don't even remember anymore.
Nah, we do that for like with their reactions.
We do 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, okay.
1, 2,
No,
3.
this is we rank up at the end. That's what we do. Yeah, okay. Whew, okay. Never know anymore. One thumb in my eye, one thumb in my ass, whatever.